This is Joan, and these are signals for choir directing. The signals in this video are for letting the choir know how they should be singing right now. Things like dynamics, when to sing loud, quiet, other modifications that happen in songs. If you want the choir to sing quietly, I use this signal sometimes. Anything that you do close to your body, they'll sing more quietly. When they need to sing really loud, you make broad gestures, bring your arms out, and they sing louder. When you want one particular section to sing only, just the sopranos, just the altos, you can just point to that section. Point. And they'll know it's just their section. That's one of the good things about using block formation for a choir, where the sopranos are in one area and the tenors are in one and the altos are in another. It also makes it very easy to direct because you can point to one section easily. Some songs alternate between portions where the choir sings in unison and portions where the choir sings in parts. And usually that's planned out during rehearsal, but sometimes the choir will forget, when do we go to parts? So when we've been singing in unison and we're going to go to harmony, I do this. 3 out to the side like that. And that means, bring it out to 3-part harmony. If it's in 4 parts, and we do some songs that are in 4 parts, I'll use 4. Give me 4 parts. And then if we're coming back to unison, then I bring it back to 1 unison. Something that happens a lot in choir songs is key changes, modulations, and inversions. And I'm going to digress for a minute to talk about the difference between a modulation and an inversion, because it's something that everybody ought to know. A modulation is when the song changes keys. You were singing in D flat before, and you move to E flat. You're going to a different key. When that happens, my signal for a modulation is pointing up like this, up. Change the key. You want to give this signal to the musicians early so that they're ready and they know the modulation is coming. An inversion is different from a modulation. An inversion is when you're staying in the same key, but the choir switches parts. The altos go up to the part the sopranos were singing before. The tenors go up to the part the altos were singing before. The sopranos, go up as well, so they're singing what the tenors used to be singing, but an octave higher. So everyone switches parts. That's an inversion. And the signal that I use for an inversion, what I do, I start with my hands like this and pivot them up like that. That's a signal to the choir. We're pivoting, we're inverting, everybody's going up a part. If one particular section of the choir isn't singing loud enough, can't hear the altos, point at that section and then point at your ear. I can't hear you. And those are my basic signals for letting the choir know what they're supposed to be doing in their singing right